Good morning, everyone. Carl's be joining us in 1 minute, I think. Anyway, while we wait for Carl, does anybody have any specific topics they want to talk about today? Oh, there's Carl.
Hey, Daniel. Sorry. Overlooked our important invite, our important date. Um, yeah, so you were just mentioning. Uh, how are you, Daniel? And what's the update with your uh, with your initiatives?
Yeah. So I'm almost finished with my white paper, which is air-assisted liquid cooling for modular data centers. I'll send that off to you this week for sure. Been catching up after the Thanksgiving holiday. How are things over your side?
It's really really positive on one on the on the business end, but also a lot of good inquiries and corporations towards the power distribution group. So we've been making some conversations in Europe to bring a bit more traction to the power distribution group, and we have also made some progress on acquiring partners for the OCP white paper for the NVL 72 modular data center, basically. Um, and doing so, it's been quite a good progress in through November and beginning of this week. And so we will have potentially three partners putting in that white paper with us. Yeah. So we are hoping to have a Rockstack with us, and then a UPS provider on potentially bi-directional charging or putting the power back into the grid. And then also one, potentially two highlights on liquid cooling distribution, potentially a CDU vendor, or alternatively also being able to deploy the shoot project inside the modular data center. Good. I've seen there's a couple of new faces in there. So hello, Michael from Danfoss. Good to meet you.
Hello.
What is your interest for modular data center? That you also have a modular data center yourselves in Nordborg, right?
Yeah, we have one built down there, but just a small test or study facility built up. But I think we are also interested in how or to support the building of standards and so on, because we have a lot of components and also sub-assemblies where I think we could fit in well with the sort of the modular build concept. So I think it's a lot on the flow side where I think from Danfoss side we can chip in.
What I see now over the past years, a lot of skidded infrastructure, right? That you just have a plate where you build something on there and then you pre-assemble that, pre-test that, and send it out. I'm not sure if we could think of like modular data center in maybe have like a work stream for those skidded equipment. But is that something that you see a lot? And I think Danfoss do they have a CDU product right now?
No, we don't have a CDU product. We are more of a component supplier into that, but just to follow along what's needed for the modular built components.
Okay. Yeah, that's for this liquid cooled modular data center. We should have let's set up a separate call to go through the components like UDs obviously, but also other liquid cooling components to use in a modular data center.
Yes.
I'll send you to your email on the email chain and reaching out for a direct email.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We had some other people in here. We have Abdul, very important stuff. Abdul, you have filtration as a topic. Is that something that you have deployed modular?
What was that? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah, we just wanted to check. Have you? I assume in cool filtration, you are doing the filtering of liquid cooling components.
Yeah.
And liquid cooling loops. Is a modular filter to have a very compact line that you might have deployed in liquid cooling scenarios, or what is the option, or what is your interest in? How could we integrate you into a cooling into a specification?
Honestly, I'm here to just, see if there's like any updates, advancement of technology, whether it's, different fluids or different methods, and I just like to stay up to date and like see what's going around.
I think that you also should then check out the cooling environment.
Yeah, I'm in that one as well.
Group. Yeah, okay. Because we have, and that will definitely go into the modular data center spec, is new cooling liquid that is bio-based. It's not a glycol, it's 1,3 propene diol, I think it's called.
Mhm.
And that is it's a bio-based glycol, which has some interesting technical capabilities while also being non-toxic. So that is something that we would be interested in having a test run and see what's happening there.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. We have also see Chris Fraser, but I think Chris has been with us, right?
Sorry, Carl, I didn't hear you there.
Chris, you have been with us group, right? You from which company were you?
Layer 0 services. So I'm just doing some research, Carl, trying to keep up to date with where the modular data center market is going, and obviously, in particular with the cooling side as well, because that has such an impact on the whole infrastructure of the market. So
Yeah.
just interested to see what you guys have been up to, because I haven't joined for a little while. So
Yeah. One second. I'll be with you in a second. Okay. Sorry for that. Got a call on the same headset, so couldn't answer anymore. So I needed to take that. Yeah, so from a sustainability perspective, modular is a big thing. I was on a panel yesterday where we see a lot of this, the big data center lab built out, and also the edge, and also the medium-sized data center. We see a lot more and more modular deployments and build-outs, and there's reusability, all the benefits in terms of reusability, circularity, and material reuse is a big part, obviously. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Paolo, I saw we are from ABB, which is leading the effort also for power distribution. What is your interest in modular data center?
Yeah, I'm working in power distribution. Yeah, I'm interested as a component supplier. And yeah, I was already part of another group from OCP, the one for direct current, and I saw this one, so I decided to join. This is my first meeting on this group.
Okay, that's good to hear. Troy, yeah, well, we're happy to think about the power distribution. Maybe in the next specification to think about how high voltage DC in a modern data center could look like. There are definitely some challenges with that. So feel free to have that set up. So we have Troy here with LiDAR. LiDAR we know well. We need to check in with Sam for a power distribution setup that we're working on also the power distribution side. We have Xiangyi Wei. Who are you with and where are you from? Hashim, I see you on the call. In terms of sustainability, what's happening with your end? Hashim has the microphone, but we can't hear him. Yeah. So Russ, is there any updates from the OCP on when to put in new talks for Barcelona? Has that been already opened, or will it be opened this year or next year?
I'm not the best person to rely on the exact dates. I tend to let those things kind of go over my head. My recollection is that it will be opening shortly. So it should be this month. And I can't say it's this week or next week, but it should be shortly. But it is this month.
All right. Okay. Perfect. No, that is really, really good. Yeah. So we of course have a couple of things that we want to bring to Barcelona, and I'm preparing for that. So good that we have that open. I think we went around the room. Sorry, I can't show the presentation since I'm not stationary, or the specification. But yeah, we'll partner that together to bring something to the OCP very shortly. Yeah, we'll definitely also make a presentation for that next in Barcelona. Perfect. Daniel, I'll give you the last words. I will need to run to the to the next train, and then we'll talk soon. Take care. I'll give back everyone some time, and feel free to check out the power distribution session, which starts in 10 minutes. Bye-bye.
Yep. So, Carl, I'll be sending my white paper to review this week for sure. Anyone else have closing thoughts?
Hey guys, this is also my first time at this meeting. I'm based in New York. We are a project management and digital delivery company. We work in modular construction and complex project development from design assist to construction and fabrication. I'm trying to figure out this group is the right place for us. We are trying to get into data centers project, especially construction, supporting designers, contractors, and sub-consultants, basically through BIM, VDC, and design assist. So I just want to introduce myself and let me know if this is the right place for me to be or if we can help with anything.
Okay, welcome to our meeting.
Thank you.
Carl, do you there is already another work stream working on cooling?
So I don't have necessarily experience specifically to data centers. My team does as engineer, but I don't think I can answer any technical questions if that's
No,
what you asked.
my question for Carl.
Oh, I think he dropped.
Yeah, Carl had to drop for another meeting.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
So there is a group in OCB which works on cooling. So there is collaboration with them.
So this group meets to discuss specifically on cooling.
I don't know.
No, this group is specifically about modular data centers and the use of different types of cooling, whether it be air, liquid cooling, or immersion in a modular data center form.
Yes, that was also my understanding with relationship to modular aspect of this. May I ask what is the purpose of this group, or again we are new to this open compute project.
Yeah, so the focus of our group is modularity and the different form factors that is. It could be an ISO shipping container, it could be something manufactured in a factory and then sent to a site for construction. But everything is being a modular form factor is parts, pieces, and components sourced in a factory, assembled, tested, disassembled, shipped to a site, and then reassembled and commissioned. And everything in between.
Perfect. And you guys were talking about white paper. Is that reflection of this group's studies or it's an individual effort?
Yeah, so it's the group studies. For example, Carl and I have both been doing modular data centers. I've specifically since 2007, 2008. I've deployed modular data centers in 15 countries. I think at this moment we're like into 2,500 megawatts of deployment. I'm trying to pass, knowledge and wisdom over to a group and make, standards of modularity and what, like, for example, how much weight you can hold in a particular rack, or the types of cooling, or the types of power that it takes to bring into a module.
Sounds great. There was also a conversation of sustainability. I am chair for Smart Technology Committee for Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat. From there, that's something that we study, looking to both carbon footprint, but also operational efficiency and sustainability for buildings specifically. But imagining data centers have similar and I guess more bigger concerns focusing on power aspect of that. Okay, perfect. I do see some alignments.
Sure. And once again, happy to have you, and feel free to contact me directly if you like.
Yeah, I would be curious to hear a little bit more this group members and what aspect of the projects they involved. Are you guys manufacturers or designers or builders? And then maybe exchange information from that aspect.
Okay, anyone else? All right. Well, I'll give you back a few minutes, and thank you, everyone, and hope everyone has a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, Daniel, and everyone else. Bye.
Bye-bye.